Using a device which has practically no access to the outside world has basically turned me into an academic weapon. Bro, what are you looking at? I'm only having a break. And my focus is always on the work that I need to complete, since I'm not getting consistent notifications from you guys, and the firmware on the system is incredibly easy and simple to use, to the point where I don't need to think about anything. Plus, you can organize it as much as you want to your own desire, and I'll be honest, I'm pretty organized. I'm pretty proud of myself. Bro, what are you doing? That's the wrong paper. And because this device is old news now, due to the fact that the remarkable Paperbook Pro came out, this means that this device has got significantly cheaper, to the point where you could get this half price or even cheaper if you're super duper lucky. But now this raises the question, are you gonna spend the extra £300 to get color and a bigger screen, or should you get the Remarkable 2? Stick around to the end to find out. And throughout my time of using this device, I have had and still have consistent updates which make it even easier to use. And yes, this is even after the Paper Pro came out. I'm talking about the grading. I go for about 1 tip every 3 months.
That's what she said.
Which is pretty fair considering you get 8 with the actual pen and 3 even came with my case for some odd reason. But the one thing I would really say is important to know about this pen tip is the fact that you should never buy the off-brand ones. The reason being, they last 10 times longer, but they don't feel like a writing on paper experience. But apart from that issue which I caused myself, the pen has treated me very well with no delay or lag, and it's just as smooth as the day I first used it. It's useless. The build is something absolutely phenomenal about this device, since it's been dashed around left, right and center, and it still works fantastically, and there's not even a single scratch on the system, which is amazing. And this is really shocking since I'm a pretty rough guy. For me, the battery life has been decent at best, but you do need to take into account the fact that I am a student and I use this more than the typical guy or girl. 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it takes about 10% each day. So let's do some quick maths.
Quick maths.
Which means it lasts 10 days, which isn't really too bad considering how much I use it. But shockingly, the battery life has actually started to degrade, and now I can only get 4 to 6 days out of the system at most. And because it's so frequent now, I actually need to take a mental account of the last time I charged the system, which just becomes really annoying since you don't need to do this with paper. And if you didn't know, there's also an app which works alongside this system, which allows you to access your notes easily and quickly. But honestly, I don't really use it. The reason being, everything's on the tablet anyway, and whenever I take notes, I take the tablet with me. So it's not really for me. But something I really do like about the app is the fact that it saves all my documents, meaning I don't need to worry about lost files and all of that. But of course, you've got to pay a price. But honestly, I do feel like it's quite a good deal. And even if you buy the latest and greatest, the Remarkable Pro, you still need to buy this. But please take into account, if you buy the Remarkable 2 or the Remarkable Pro, you will get 1 year free subscription. In conclusion, this is honestly a very well-rounded device, and it does everything it's meant to do to a good degree. And considering you can get this for less than half price now, it's practically a steal. But of course, the Paper Pro did come out, so if you're thinking about getting a bigger screen and you actually really want color, I guess you could pass this. But for the average consumer, I'll be honest, this is good enough for me, and I use this more or less every day anyway. So for you guys, it should be fine as well, but of course, go be greedy.
And a scarf, how greedy!
And buy the latest and greatest, and don't listen to me. But either way, it's been your boy Mr. K. Like, subscribe and support the channel, and I'll check you out in the next one. By the way, if you actually want to see another iPad review, check out this one over here.